Eric Lenask here at ITEXPO in Miami. In the studio with me today is Bill Clark from Spindle. Bill, great to see you again.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
So let's talk about Spindle a little bit. Some of the exciting things that you've been doing lately. Certainly, I think most people are aware of Spindle's heritage and sort of traditions in mobile commerce. But can we start with sort of a very quick overview on what you've been doing?
Absolutely. We have started early on in Spindle, now a 4-year-old company, with kind of a payment processing platform. We expanded that into the mobile marketing side with the acquisition of our Yowza platform, the consumer shopping app. And we've recently added a point-of-sale platform. So now we are offering a full, what we call a unified commerce platform, sometimes called an omni-commerce platform.
Mm-hmm.
And this show is a good example of the different terminologies. But from our standpoint now, providing the merchant a complete solution where they can do their payment processing, they can inventory control, advertising, consumer engagement through mobile, and even recently with some of our partnerships now with a company called Clear to There. We've added video surveillance and other kinds of security components as well. So again, the idea is to provide the mission-critical services for retail, restaurants, small businesses to operate their business.
Very cool. Thank you. Now you mentioned your POS technology. I believe that's cloud-based.
It is. Yep, tablet-based. Yes.
What is the advantage of doing that in the cloud?
Well, the cloud is a newer technology. It allows us to provide maybe a broader set of services. Certainly, we know in the old days you'd buy a software license, you'd run it on an IBM PC of some type, touchscreen. There was always maintenance updates, enhancements. Those things would take a lot of effort, to do. In a cloud-based solution where you're running off of a tablet, the app can automatically update. The servicing can be done remotely, and we can add features on an ongoing basis. That type of a platform also serves very well for mobility or even use pay at the table types of things, which are components of our solution as well. So, I wouldn't say that the evolution of the cloud is a whole lot different from some of the other features and services you got. It's just newer technology, right? It leverages all the benefits of everything 2015.
Now, you mentioned the partnership with Clear to There.
Yes.
And I guess that's going to allow telecom providers to sell some of the POS technology. Why is this partnership appealing to the telecom sector?
Absolutely. Yeah. So why would we do that, huh?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Actually, if you think about a lot of the telecom providers, and certainly a lot of the rural areas, they are the IT providers in these smaller markets where they are putting in the internet, the Wi-Fi solutions, the landlines for the telephone, and even some of the cloud solutions. And they're providing that to businesses today. Those businesses rely on the alarm services and these unified communications platforms. But point of sale has traditionally been kind of left to maybe the local bank or some of the others for the credit card processing. Well, as it turns out, the credit card processing, while that's an important banking function that these companies need, the installation and the maintenance and servicing of a mission-critical solution like point of sale is best done by the local telecom or technology provider. So for us, it's a cloud-based solution. We aren't in every city. These folks are, the telecom providers, and we're able to, at least right now, reach about 150 different of these markets through that partnership. And they're now able to add a business-critical solution to the services that they're already selling. They can share revenue with it. They can get additional sales of equipment, hardware, those types of things, and maintenance contracts on them as well. All the things that these companies do today.
Got it. Does this change anything in terms of the skill sets or training that might be required on the telecom side in order to sell the POS technology?
I don't think so. Certainly the pricing aspect of merchant services, the credit card acceptance and all of that is something that traditionally wouldn't have been in their wheelhouse. And we do that. We do that remotely. We can help with the analysis and pricing of that. But the installation of the hardware equipment, it's no different than anything else that would be installed. And in fact, it's an advantage. They're already an expert in many cases, and some of the smaller telecoms already have access to some of the equipments, the tablets and whatnot. So I think it's actually a very good combination, a good opportunity.
Let's switch gears for a moment. Talk a little bit about the financial services sector, which everybody's aware is very complex, obviously very regulated. What kind of things can you help that will benefit the telecom vendors and providers that'll help them navigate some of that complexity and work their way around some of those regulatory issues?
Well, let's start first with something that is kind of happening in the market that is really, I'll say once in a lifetime, but maybe even more significant than that, and that is that the U.S. market now is undergoing an upgrade to EMV, right? The EuroPay, MasterCard, Visa standards, the chip card. And that really impacts each of and every of the 12 million merchants in the U.S. market today. So as these folks decide whether they're going to upgrade or replace or maybe decide to take the risk of not having a chip capability, they're going to need technology partners to help do that. So this is a time in the market where every merchant is in play, if you will. New technology, if you're going to upgrade as a small business, why would you not look around to see what new capabilities there are? And likely you're going to start with your local technology provider or the telecom group as well. So I think that's a very significant opportunity for everyone who's in the market, and certainly we're not alone in looking at that opportunity. But to your point on regulation, yes, selling merchant services is a very complicated process, but we're an aggregation platform, a newer breed of that, meaning that we have the ability to board merchants very simply, very streamlined, do things almost instantly, which is not traditionally the case on larger point of sale. Some of the rules in aggregation now are changing as well, so the limits on what you can, the size of merchants have gone up. It makes it very easy for us to go after merchants, in the $1 million plus annual sales role as well. So it's really a great opportunity for us to provide our expertise along with these local service providers and other resellers that we have to put together a packaged solution.
Got it. Excellent, excellent. And one last question.
Yes.
Where can the telecom market go to find more about the new program that you're running
Absolutely.
with them?
Spindle.com. Yes, and or give us a call. There's information there on reseller arrangements. Be more information out in the partnership with Clear there and Spindle as well. We're reaching through those channels, so it should be available. And if not, give us a call.
Excellent. Bill, thanks for being on the program. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Eric.